dealing with the financial crisis was one of the most challenging things that you had to grapple with. How did you first know that the economy was actually in a financial crisis? What were the signals, and how did you know that it was not just a tough time, it was something more substantial?
Right. Well, so the Fed actually was created about 100 years ago specifically with the main purpose of addressing financial crises or financial panics. And so that was in the DNA, so to speak, of the Fed. But we had not really seen a major financial panic in the United States since the Great Depression until, I mean, we've seen, the savings and loan crisis and a few things like that, but nothing that really threatened the entire economy. What made the financial panic of 2007, 2008 so bad was not just the fact, for example, that there were bad mortgages out there. I mean, this is my main objection to The Big Short, the movie The Big Short. It makes it seem like some bad subprime mortgages were the whole problem. The subprime mortgages were, if every single subprime mortgage in the world went bad on the same day, it would be like a bad day in the stock market. They're just too small an asset class to have that big an effect directly on our economy. But what it did was that it created so much uncertainty, along with other types of assets, that people lost confidence in the banking system. And then when they lost confidence in the banking system, it was like a run on the banks. People pulling money out of banks, not the ordinary depositor, but investors of all types who had short-term investments in banks. As that money flowed out, then we had essentially an old-fashioned bank run, but taking place in a new world of electronic funding, short-term funding, wholesale markets and the like. So, we saw the subprime problem, we saw the wholesale problem, but it was only in sort of the fall of 2007 that we began to see that there was a panic going on, and that was the fact that the banks and other financial institutions were losing their funding. Liquidity was drying up, and that was affecting not just subprime lending, not just mortgage lending, but all different kinds of credit, and that's why it became such a terrible and severe crisis.